Good evening. Welcome back to this Advice podcast. This is the second segment. We'll be talking about how to overcome fear. And for this segment, we have been joined by our dear friends. So we'll try to start from this side to introduce ourselves. So please.
Welcome, my dear viewers. My name is Robert, and we'll be discussing on how to overcome fear.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Kate Alfred, and I'm from the Juicy Podcast, and I'm glad to be here today.
What's up, everybody? I go by the name V, or you can call me Vivian Mora. Thanks for having me.
Hello everyone, so welcome back to our podcast. So today we are going to talk about how to overcome fear.
And my name is Bonnie. And as he said, we'll be talking about how to overcome fear. So feel free. The stage is open. So we'd like to start with our dear friend.
Speaking of fear, in a descriptive way, we can say it's a human emotion characterized by dread in response to threat or danger or anxiety, if we may say. So how do we overcome this fear? Before bringing all the other points, the most important point as a Christian is prayer.
Strong.
Prayer is an answer to most of the challenges that we face, and fear is not exclusive of this. When you're going through something, you have a phobia towards something, you have fear that is preventing you from reaching your goals or achieving your goals. If you put it in prayer, you pray about it enough, then obviously it will go.
Yeah.
But then putting religion and Christianity and prayer aside, there are other various ways in which we can overcome fear. First of all, you have to acknowledge this fear. What is causing this fear? What are the triggers for this kind of fear? So if you acknowledge it, instead of getting distractions, sometimes we tend to give in to distractions. You get distracted towards what you're fearing. It's a temporary solution.
Yeah.
But acknowledging it and getting steps like, okay, I've acknowledged this is my fear, then what am I supposed to do about it? So you will set steps on how to overcome your fear. But the most important step is acknowledging it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, as my friend has already said, the first thing about praying. But I think fear is a very strong word. It depends with everyone's interpretation. So how you judge it, it's based on how you understand it. But personally, I think it depends with which kind of fear do you have. Some people have fear of heights, going by the train, or flying by a plane. When coming to dealing with it, you have to first understand what kind of fear you have. Like personally, let me say, I have a fear of, walking at night.
Yeah.
So maybe I have to go and, if I want to overcome it, I have to go gym, make myself look a bit big.
Yeah.
So that if anyone sees me, at least they can be scared of me, they can be afraid of me, you see.
So in short, also to build up confidence is a very important thing.
That's one step in overcoming fear,
Yes.
as in my own fear, you see.
Yes.
Maybe for you have a fear of going by the plane, flying,
Yeah.
you see. So if you want to overcome it, you have to start watching videos on how is it, how the importance of going by the flying by the plane.
And the safety is also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see, you can decide to go and see a therapist.
Yeah.
Talk about your either marriage, your work, you see, or the situation that is making you have that certain fear, you see.
Yes.
So I don't know, but I think everyone has his own fear, or has come across a situation.
So far, like what I've gathered is first we need to identify, as he said.
Exactly.
Because even as per the doctors, the professionals, they always say,
Yeah.
the beginning of growth or the beginning of solving an issue is to identify the issue.
Yeah. The problem.
Then, as you said, when you identify, you need to come up with a way
Yeah.
of knowing how you can
tackle this
tackle the situation.
situation. Yeah.
That's good. And for amazing lady.
Okay, also for us, we actually do have fear. Anyone has fear, or maybe you perceive fear in some certain ways, but there are some ways you can actually overcome it. It's all about like believing in yourself and also acknowledge it first. Like, yes, the fear is actually here. The fear is actually here. So how do you tackle it? So there are some ways that you can actually tackle it. Maybe let's say you have the fear of I don't know how to call this, but maybe you can say you have the fear of the self-esteem issues, especially as ladies. We, not also ladies, but some of us, we do have self-esteem issues. So it can bring us into the fear of not, the fear of rejection, like you're just stepping out and you're like, oh my God, my nails, I haven't done it. Then you have that fear inside the mentality, inside your head, you know? Yeah.
So it's like a self confidence.
Yeah, the self-confidence, it actually goes low, like, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So among us, as you said, maybe you may be having that fear of going outside and you need to go to the gym, maybe change something about yourself. That's what I've also gathered from your point. There are some people who don't have the confidence in what they have or how they look, and they need to first identify, as you say, and then know of how to change it. Right? That's good.
A good example when it comes to taking risks, I can maybe have fear of taking risks, and it can prevent me from achieving something. When it comes to taking risk, another person may say, my fear is maybe not achieving something. Yeah, I'm taking the risk, but I have a fear of not achieving it. I have taken the risk and everything, but what if it doesn't work out this way? So I can say everyone can define fear according to the way he or she understands it, and also by knowing the opposite of the word fear, it can help everyone in a positive way. And for me, I can say when it comes to a matter of maybe let's say investing, you might be afraid of starting something which might maybe lead to a big positive, let's say if you have invested in stocks, maybe you are investing in real estate, but you have a fear of maybe if I purchase this thing, maybe it might depreciate. So I can say the best way of overcoming it is by trying, like challenging yourself. You know, my fear is this. You need to challenge yourself, and as the session that we had previously, we talked about challenging, and I think that is the best way that someone can approach how to overcome fear. Yeah.
And what do you think is a common factor that causes low self-esteem? Because this is an issue that so many people are dealing with, like genders, as she said, for both genders.
Talking about self-esteem and confidence, I just wanted to expound more on that. This is actually a very big issue. Everyone faces it, not only ladies, even gents as well. Only that as men, we have this men thing. You have to be a man. You have to. You don't have to show your fears in the public. So when your self-esteem is down, or when your confidence is down, of course it affects your productivity. Whatever you're doing, you not get the results you want. So one thing you can do about this, first of all, don't care so much about what the public thinks of you. You have to have some meetings with yourself. You're a company, you and your own.
Yeah.
This is why I say I, myself, and me, the three of us. Yeah. So you have a meeting with yourself. You're like, I can do this. Talk to yourself sometimes. Or you can go in the mirror, look at yourself. You're like, I'm enough. I'm good enough. I can handle this. I'm beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. So that self-motivation is very important. Sometimes if you don't motivate yourself, there is no one who will motivate yourself.
And also, I would like to add on what you said. When it comes to overcoming fear as well, maybe it's good for you to use what you have. Because if you have a fear of maybe I don't have nice clothes, so I don't know what people may think of me, you'll have to lend money from someone, then you purchase new clothes, then it will be an issue for you maybe after some few days you won't be able to pay the debt, blah blah blah, so it can be a problem for you. So if you learn how to use whatever thing you have, be comfortable with whatever you have. It will, and build your confidence in showing everything that you have. There's a friend of mine who told me you should not be afraid of all friends, you should not be afraid of all parents, you should not be afraid of all clothes. And because at long last, these are, I can say they are impermanent. Like for all parents, that is permanent. But for the clothes, you might change it. But it's good to live below your means.
Yeah, because the thing is, in this kind of fears, you explain it, and as he said, you need to, come up with the meeting by yourself. It all starts when we are small. When it depends with how the parenting was. So there is some people some parents, they used to beat some children, so in a severe way, and now when they grow up, whenever they hear even someone shouting, it's like it triggers something in their mind.
Those things cause traumas.
So as for you, your parents, I can't say they were pampering you,
Not really.
guarding you,
Not really.
something of that manner, but they did not prepare you for the real world. When you're going to the world, you're like, okay, I know this is a safe place, all I just need to do is just work hard, and that's all. But there is some people with different kind of emotion and how to respond to things.
For me, I knew as long as I'm doing the right thing,
Yeah.
you haven't right to shout at me, as long as I'm following your instruction.
See, but this is also...
I came to realize later there are people who are not satisfied.
There is some people...
No matter what you do.
No matter how flat you lie, you'll never be flat enough.
Exactly.
So, this is another thing that as parents, we should try and prepare our children for, the outside world. Even though we want them to be safe as our parents, it's our duty to make our children to be safe, right? To make sure they are safe. But also we should explain to them on what to expect. So when they go outside, yes, they may go to a foreign world, but how they live, it will not be foreign in their mind. So they'll be able to, deal with those people, know how to deal with them and understand them better. So like if they hear someone is shouting at them, they'll be able to understand, okay, maybe I did something wrong, or maybe this person just wants to show authority. So what I should do is just to make him understand that I respect his authority and he doesn't have to shout. We can have a conversation as decent people. As you said, fear of this is a fear of responsibility. Because as someone, as he also said, you were taught not to cry. And in the process of telling us not to cry, you should not tell people your problems. So it's like you should be hard, and you never reveal your problem to other people. So this is when it comes to responsibilities. Yes, you don't know what you do, but you cannot go and tell someone, because when you are growing up, you are told you are not supposed to tell people your problems. So this is something actually we should change. We'll actually create a healthier society. A society which has lesser fear than the society we have today. I believe so.
And also the causes of fear, as I was saying, fear can be caused by so many things, and if you want to overcome it, you need to know the causes, something that has been causing the fear. So a good example is, let's say, the memories. Like when I was in primary school, there was a certain teacher who he was very harsh, and he used to wear a certain cologne every day, the same cologne. Even today, if I smell someone wearing that cologne, it usually causes some tension. And I can say I don't know how I can overcome that, but it's true. And also the songs as well, because there was a guy who he always played one song when we were back in secondary school. So, and this guy, he was a bully. If he started playing the song, he was repeating the same song for almost 3 hours. And when I listen to that song today, it also causes some fear. I feel like I'm tense.
Absolutely. Also, as you're saying, you're talking about the fear, we also have the fear of socializing. Sometimes you walk into a room and then you're like, oh my God, how am I going to start socializing with everyone? It gets into your mind, and sometimes you're like, I cannot do this anymore,
But you know, when it comes to socializing, to overcome that kind of fear, you should try to, go out in crowds. Today it will be awkward, tomorrow it will be awkward, the day after it will be less awkward, and then you'll start, being free. You'll create a friend because there is someone who will be seeing you coming, They will want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You create friendship. The friendship will, grow to another person,
Yeah.
and that's how you can overcome this kind of a thing. And as he was saying about, this thing of cologne and music, actually that thing is very hard to overcome by yourself, but having a professional person like a therapist, I think they are well equipped with information on how to help you to overcome those triggers, because they are triggers, So I think anybody that is suffering from that kind of condition, in terms of triggers, I think the best thing is to see a therapist, to walk them through, on what they are going. Because even there are some people who cannot talk to their parents, or have that panic attack when they go outside, as you said, socializing. They want to go outside. They want to try that thing of creating one friend, and then the one friend will become two friends. But whenever they go outside, they have that kind of panic attack. So the therapist is the best option, I can say.
This is all the fears, like walking in the town. When you're walking in town, like in the Nairobi CBD, you're always aware that someone might rob you.
Exactly.
So you fear someone might rob you, someone might mug you. So there's that kind of fear also we're experiencing each and every day.
Yeah.
I don't know how people tackle that one, but I know each and every one of you has a fear. But the problem is they don't talk. And it's very good to talk. It's not going to keep silent. It's not going to keep quiet. The best thing is just find someone, talk to the person. Even the trauma, whatever the trauma, people go through the trauma, it's not good to keep quiet. Just find someone you can trust, share your problem with the person. And I think that's the first thing to solving that issue.
Actually, when you open up, you release
the tension.
You release the tension. She talked about fear of socializing, and something came to my mind. There is actually a general fear in the love life and relationships. For example, if someone has gone through a very bad heartbreak, it's hard for them, like, to commit in a relationship again. Even when you feel attracted to another person, you feel like you want to be with them, but then there is that fear. Because we have a saying in my language that like, if you've ever been bitten by a snake, even when you see a rope,
once bitten, twice shy.
Once bitten, twice shy. Yeah. So in relationships and love life, if you've gone through like a very bad heartbreak, it becomes very complicated, like to settle again or to commit in a relationship. So this is actually, I think there are very many people out there who
it's happening on daily basis.
Actually, even for viewers, I know there is some of them going through the same thing. So at least they can tell us of how they overcome the fear, what they are doing to overcome the fear.
Yeah, in the comment section,
Yes.
But one thing I can suggest about this is that is not to dwell in the past. If something has happened in the past, we have one life. Live your life. Live through today. If something happened in the past, you should not rely on it. It should not affect the decisions you're taking now. And also, there is a fear of the unknown in the future. What will happen tomorrow? How will I be? Will I do this? Will I do that? Just live through today as it is. Like, you have one life, like I said, make it count.
Yeah, that's true. I think this thing is happening. It's happening even to us. Like, it's really a bad thing.
Yeah.
People get even the hallucination, they are kind of fears. Even when you're hallucinating, even the trauma, even I think even someone can go and get some. You suffer from. You're either a victim of a robbery, you're either a victim of an accident. So you get like that fear. You don't want to walk at night. You don't want to use this kind of bus. Or if you are driving, if you reach a certain speed, your fear is being,
Yeah.
your brain start reflecting like, hey, maybe this will happen, this will happen.
You have the nerves.
Or if you break up with someone and you're like, no, I can't trust anyone. I can't date another person. No. This is like, sometimes things happen. So find someone, talk to a person. Then also you yourself just try to work on yourself,
Strong.
becoming a better person.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think we all say that we learn through experiences. So if something happens, just learn from it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like also something else I can add on that is if make like come up with a diary.
Yeah.
You know these things. We grew up knowing is for ladies, but
Yeah.
when we come to learn about how people are living and how they are becoming successful, they are having like a book.
Yeah.
This book is writing their do's and don'ts, what they went through the day, and what they can do to change them. So from there, they create like a mantra. They start repeating these things. The do's and what to avoid on the don'ts. So I think by that it makes you. It starts with the short-term memory, and then it downloads itself into the long-term memory, and now you become like flight mode.
Yeah.
Even if you are not thinking about it, but automatically it's coming to you. So I think that is how
Actually,
also.
to end on it, I think it is believed that if you have a problem and you write it down,
Yeah.
you've solved it 50%. I think you've solved half of the problem
It's true.
by writing it down. So don't think of, even if you're going through something, maybe just take a pen and just write something. The moment you write it, you can see it clearly and you can be aware of it happening. So you have solved it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that people are watching and someone has been there thinking that he's going through certain situation alone. No. A lot of people are just going through the same thing. Don't think it's only you. No. Everyone is going through the same thing. It's just that they don't talk. So even you don't keep quiet, just talk, speak yourself out, and people will listen.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah, it's all on the mindset and the attitude and composing yourself, and you can do it. That's it. Period.
And also, kindly comment there and tell us how you usually deal with your fear. Yeah, thank you. Follow us on our social media platforms at Tessa Vibes Ambassadors.
Thank you, guys. That's it for today's episode. And please comment and tell us what you're going through and what you been advised on how you can overcome the fear, and help us to help you. So by that, we'll be able to communicate with each other more, and we'll be able to help each other more to grow. Thank you.
We love you. Take care. See you again.